All right, good day today. Third down, red area day. As usual, plenty of things to clean up. I think our guys' approach today was, in my mind, one of the best Wednesday practices we've had this year. So you hope that carries over to the game. Mind's in the right spot. Guys are working really hard. Excited to get to it.
Why specifically do you say it was one of the best Wednesday practices?
Just, you know, player-led teams are the best teams, and our guys were demanding the most of each other today. I thought I saw that show up a lot.
What type of impact do you think playing the Husky fights alongside of the sort of practices?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I just want it to be on the forefront of our guys' mind. We'll see.
Tired of hearing that?
Yeah, I'm tired of that song. Definitely tired of that song.
In terms of a third down area day, obviously you guys are going to make corrections on third down, but they're also one of the better third down offenses.
Yeah, really good.
What is it that makes them a challenge from that perspective?
Yeah, I think they play into advantageous looks. They check the sideline a lot and make sure they get in the right call in those situations. And obviously they have good skill. Quarterback knows how to operate. They do a good job protecting them. So, they're also a team that's pretty aggressive on fourth down. So a lot of those third downs turn into aggressive fourth down opportunities. For them. So they've been really good there. We want to make sure that we can help defend them.
When it comes to making improvements, how much of evaluating yourselves in areas to correct is execution and scheme versus what it is? You are going to end up playing 4 of the top, maybe even 5 of the top 10 third down offenses. How much of this is just the opponent sometimes really good too?
Yeah, I mean that sounds it's more of an excuse on our part if we're not executing the way we need to execute. So we got to execute better. We can do a better job. They're certainly really good, but when you play really good teams, you're going to play good third down teams, and we got to be better there for us to be what we can be.
You talk about how players when they play different teams, it means something. What does this week mean? You think?
I mean, there's several guys in our organization that have some familiarity, whether it's Coach Adams, whether it's Taki, Coach Locke. There's a bunch of guys that have been in that game. I think the biggest piece is everyone in our organization realizes how important this game is. Not just to us, right, but also to our fan base. Everybody that's really affiliated with the university, and we want to go out there and perform.
Given the opponent, because I felt Taki a bit insofar as, not that he needed extra motivation or anything, but do injuries feel a little bit better when it's that element?
That's a good question for him. I don't know. I think he's anxious to be able to get out there and impact us. He was able to do some things today, which is good to see.
Where have you seen Penix improve in these last couple of years, this year compared to these last couple of years?
Obviously he wasn't here, before. So the thing that's consistent with him is I think he's just a really solid player. Playing a guy that's a lefty is a little bit different than playing a right-handed quarterback, but he's an accurate passer. He's obviously has a lot of confidence in the guys he's throwing to right now. You see that show up consistently on film and knows how to operate what they're doing. So, he's a tough one to defend, strong arm. There's a lot of throws that he can make.
He's been one of the better teams in the conference and getting after the quarterback. Why they've been successful in that area.
Yeah, those guys get off on the ball, and they're really talented at end. I think they do a good job scheming it up front too, and mixing in some of the games that they play. But they really play the run on the way to the quarterback at times, right? Those guys get off, and they're really aggressive in their pass rush.
With Jamal out for the first half, how have you seen some of those other guys in the secondary step up, knowing that they'll need to cover for his absence early on?
Yeah, unfortunately it's been something we've dealt with a little bit on defense this year already, having to play a little bit different based on who's in and out and available because of injury. So really no different. Our guys, every one of our guys practice and prep like they're going to be the guy on the field.
Given his importance to you, just how has DJ looked getting back on the field and being back at practice?
Go watch the film today, but it looked like he played with great effort and energy today.
Challenge with you, not the right word, of juggling recruiting right now. It's kind of the final period of that, getting every sign of big games like this.
Yeah, I mean that's part of the business, right? Every single day, you got to make sure you find time to chop out and spend some time doing that. Also one of the best things we can do in recruiting right now is be successful in the football field.
When guys are going to work with individual coaches in the offseason, whether it's quarterbacks with those guys, but especially defensive players from your perspective, whether it's Chuck Smith, Eddie Guy, how do you go about interacting with those guys and learning what they're going to be working on?
Ultimately you get excited that guys want to put in work in the offseason, right? So I'm never going to fault the player that wants to go get better in the offseason. All those guys that I've ever worked with, they've always had a respect and admiration for each other, and we understand that they have a role, and it's a benefit for our team if they can be getting better.
We've seen quite a bit of keeper around the last few weeks, obviously, with Jeff being out, contributed to it, but what have you seen from him to kind of earn some of those reps?
Yeah, I mean, he performs in practice, and then it carries over, to his games. I think Keith's best performances in games have been weeks that he's had really, really good practices, and he continues to grow as a player. He's a good young player in our program that I'm excited about his future.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Appreciate it.
Okay.